Against T1, you feel like you have a little bit more of advantage in your skill diff. You could take advantage of that Reyna, but this is going to be a much more chess match-oriented battle, as we've already seen quite a bit. So a hard rotate from PRX off of just a little bit of utility contact, and it is work to treat for Gen.G. They have fooled them mightily.
Yeah, taken over short entirely. However, PRX will they position for a potential TP as well. The teleporter, they're thinking about it. They're actually just going to jump right on in as they hear the guiding lights coming out onto A site. No fear, clearing out showers, and suddenly the position's very good for PRX. They will take a big hit from something. The high Dizzy along with the Trailblazer. It's just their own 2 comp right now, and that draws all the aggro as Mindfreak's able to sneak out from his own smoke. He's now just holding Evan. They know that people are missing. He's just trying to buy time as everyone's missing their right clicks, but Munchkin will finally land the shot. Something trying to hold on to the site, and of course, eventually
on that take, and that cost them. That cost them that round. You know, yeah, Texture comes in there and gets some big frags, but you're going to be on a variety of pistols for the side of Gen.G. Even a Frenzy for Munchkin. We never see that. Usually, if he's going to grab something else, it's going to be a Sheriff. One of those guns he can one-tap with, but he's come around a little bit of info gained.
Yeah, great flight path there. Sends it all the way through the window as well, as they had already taken over main. Of course, Hookah, the only place that's missing. Devi just going for a spray off of the drop. Knows that they have to be somewhere near the smoke. He'll wait for a little backup. It's just going to reset onto the headshot against Texture. The spike will get planted, but it's going to be Forsaken who just puts up the cove, waits for them to flood it, and the Stinger good for 2. Meteor not having his Sheriff out just in time. It's going to be a flawless for PRX.
Yeah, looking good to that.
Flawless.
They're going to wait for that high tide. Oh, and Devi's just waiting for it. Sights trained. Gets Lakia off the rim. Texture not going to get tagged by it, but PRX well aware that Gen.G has not moved an inch. Just cutting audio. Texture now been spotted. He has to pick up the tempo. The rest of the team has to come through. The Thrash is going to tag a bunch of people, and Jin's going to go for the cleanup as Texture just has to hide himself in hopes that he can recover the round. But PRX, they back-to-back flawless Gen.G. And this is a one-sided start to map 3.
Yeah, again, it's the reactions from PRX. That early space to taken control of by that high tide works a treat with the Thrash already available. They start picking the pace up after they get a Thrifty.
Oh, the Boombot timing is very good from Jing, though. They sense the Trailblazer early. Going through the high tide. Texture will track him through the wall, and that will give him another orb. That's the showstopper online. Mindfreak. Is he aware of that possibility? He gets past the trap wire. Not sure if he was spotted on the cam yet either. Meteor still waiting for it. He's not aware of it at all. Mindfreak somehow enters the Matrix and goes by all the Cypher setup. Showers back in control for PRX. And meanwhile, during all of that, something has wrapped around for the B side. Gen.G is just trapped. They know they have to go. They'll send the showstopper, but they won't find a target. They have not actually gained any more space until Munchkin finally gets a kill to clear out Shabads. Something with a nice answer back. Spike's still not planted. Gen.G waiting to see if they can gain a little bit more control. The Cove used for Forsaken to reposition. Munchkin, he's got a weapon, but something spots the barrel first, and that's Gen.G's numbers dwindling. Spike still not planted as Karon just cannot figure out the exact angles to hold here. No weapons in hand, just a Sheriff. It's been a pistol that's really been one Gen.G can trust upon. Spike finally goes down, wants to isolate the 1v1s, but unaware entirely of something's position as he was last seen in A short. It's coming through showers, and Karon has no clue as something will get a triple and Forsaken gets the deal.
Getting the showstopper available, gonna have to back off, and this is what I'm talking about. They're just happy to start taking this space.
I mean, it's the entire left side of the map pretty much pressured through. Now, they haven't quite taken control of B long, but they do have an off on the side of A short, by the way, and held by the Sky, rather, on Devi. And so if Gen.G ever chooses to rotate, that's going to be a rude surprise for them, as PRX is now stabilized back onto the B site. Munchkin, fairly aware of a potential lurk here in window. But will they get the clear? It has to be a double swing. Munchkin and Meteor, they were so good on map 2, but they isolated to the 1v1s, and something swings out for the second! Munchkin and Meteor shut down. Thrash used to continue pushing out, and now they all group up. They don't want to let the fights get into the advantage of Gen.G. The TP as well, as they look to protect the spike, run down the clock. Lakia A nice peek out against the operator, but still so many more to go. Mindfreak's position unknown to Gen.G as he creeps on the rotate.
I'm expecting Jing to blast out of here at some point just to try to deal with it, but he's going to hold the position on top of the box.
He's not spotted. Finally, they get an inkling of where he's at. They did pick up the spike, but they all run in. And Texture barely getting away with his life, but he's got 20 seconds. And Jing somehow jumps backwards off of. Look to hold at a distance as something cast with holding onto Hookah all on his lonesome. Hit available for Munchkin if Gen.G is able to get onto the site. Something they can use to try to get their first round win. But, of course, good ultimates on the other side as well.
Good camera placement here by Meteor, knowing that they've been pushing space all over the map. And, of course, they're going to try to reaggress it. Mindfreak going for it. He's got that ultimate in the bag. Trying to play a little bit of defense here for PRX. Have the Seekers as well.
Oh, the Mosh timing's very good. Forces him to have to clear it out from afar, and Devi will get one. Something, he's stuck behind the box. Can he stay alive? Just trying to land it, and there it's going to be a kill onto Jing from Karon, but Mindfreak's already way past as he goes for a triple. Filing out from TP.
Just Forsaken all alone on this A site. Everybody else pushing out. So, again, the protocol is so good here for PRX, where this lone player isn't overcommitting, trying to take a trade. They're waiting this out. Now, there is a spam, and somehow Forsaken gets one.
Oh, and the code to keep himself alive as well. He repositions. They would have to push it if they want to clear, but Karon waits patiently from afar. Gets the one-to-one trade. The Seekers now coming out from PRX, leading them back into the site, and there is the Orbital Strike, does quite a bit of damage. Something, all on his lonesome. It's going to be a 2v1, but how does he stay alive in all of this? Picks up a kill as well. The chaos where PRX was born carries him through, keeps the pit at bay. Now the Orbital Strike from the other side as well. Karon just trying to buy time, but something, he's already entered the pit. Munchkin has to be aware of this as something snaps on. Already down to 1 HP from the decay, and it's all up to Karon, and he cannot get there in time.
Knowledge of their agents, the way to play them, how to react, this deep understanding of the game that they actually have is just incredible.
Jing peeks out right as the Poison Cloud lands, wants to get ahead of it before it blooms. And this has been a recurring theme even since Icebox. PRX knows that Gen.G, if they're able to clear the site where they're util, they are near unstoppable. Wants to get one step ahead, take the tempo back as an advantage for PRX. Now audio cut, and Karon will use that advantage to get the angle he wants against Jing, but they haven't quite cleared something from atop the box. And it's going to be Forsaken again with another kill. Meteor with the trade. Something spotted. Karon swings back out, regaining some of that confidence that we saw from the rookie. Over at Madrid, over during kickoff. 2v2, Mindfreak puts Karon back in his place, and Meteor will swing around, but he can't land the shot. And the whiffs are starting to come in from Gen.G as they are getting shaken up. They haven't had a tough map like this in
The luck as well. Mindfreak found the
level for sure. As we see Munchkin getting chased away. PRX, they've cleared out A short. Once again, it's going to be something left on the lurk, an immediate cascade, and an immediate rotate in the works. The smoke's coming out from Brimstone just to buy time. This is just to allow them to make sure they regroup. But Devi somehow gets to spam through the wall, gets the kill onto the sky. The showstopper won't find him just yet. And now, Gen.G playing with numbers down. Something will have to hit the trip eventually. But during all of that, PRX setting up, and look at this. Odin spam comes through once again, forces him away from backside. Gen.G, they're not quite sure where to hold for post-plant, and there's the guiding light. It draws their crossers away for the anti, and Forsaken swings with it. There's a high tide. Now all down to Karon to try to hold on into the site as his teammates are busy with the flanks. Karon gets one. Meanwhile, the Dizzy pushes Meteor away. Munchkin with a trade, but he goes down. Meteor holding on, but Forsaken's there. And PRX string together yet another for 9 on the board.
I mean, this is so incredibly well thought out here by PRX. They get the space early, they send the long lurk again with something, but they have so much money, they're max.
So Gen.G this time, perhaps trying to use the timeout as a bit of a mind game, making sure that they don't actually lose the tempo. They're going to pick it up just a little bit. They've already tried to clear Hookah. They take a headshot, but it's going to be an answer right back from Munchkin. So Texture low, but something down as Gen.G leads 5-4 in numbers. Texture lands right outside of that link all the way to defender spawn. Now they'll get the spike down. They have the orbital strike. They've got the tools to finally get around, but the Cove comes in and tries to fill it again, but Forsaken's ready for it. One step ahead, yet again. The Reckoning will tie up Lakia. It's going to be the pop flash. He'll be good for one, but it's going to be another cascade. Vision now blurred away from Gen.G. Orbital strike has to be used to buy time. The spray to ensure. Allows Divide to close the gap. 2v3 for PRX. Divide, can he get the kills he needs to protect his teammate? No, it's going to finally be a 3-man win for Gen.G. Yeah, he still gets one. That's the best that Gen.G could have hoped for. So now a 1-for-1 trade. You heard all the TPs. Gen.G, what's the plan here? They're trying to push the defender spawn, but the spike is already dropped by Lakia. He's caught unawares away from his teammates. There's the flash towards backside, and the showstopper will be the one to secure the kill. Texture noted as well. He's tied up now in a crossfire between 4 members of PRX, and Jing grunts the crosshairs, gets the kill himself, and the judge will not do anything.
Nah, I don't care. It's over. It's over. I don't even care.
That's something that everyone around the world started to notice, right? It wasn't about individual player skill level or anything like that, but these are just soulmates now back in form, playing together, and Texture's trying to tear apart the link between those two. Jing now goes down. Gen.G trying to take over the site, but they haven't quite cleared Hookah just yet. Something's still lurking around with the judge. He finds a site briefly of Meteor. Now just trying to keep him tied up. Something will continue to push away. Spike's still not planted just yet. The site is surrounded by PRX. Something trying to throw a curveball, going all the way around B long, but Karon will swing out.
Oh my fucking god. It's still 10-2. It's still 10-2. It's fine. Right?
Gen.G has all 5 remaining members. Will hold on to dear life.
Oh my fucking god, now you guys are gonna blame me.
Spam, but it looks impossible.
They can't lose this lead. Nah, I'm not even worried.
It's just too many targets.
I'm running an ad though.
And Texture with 3.
They're gonna make a mistake. Just keep waiting.
Gen.G, the one with pressure as well, down 2-10. So PRX will wait. They'll gladly wait, and of course, on the pistol, they could always just deathball it, try to win by numbers, but little do they know.
They have a hookah stack.
The stack is on the B side. Cypher set up on A to just allow Texture to buy time. Snakebite at the ready.
Okay.
It's going to be a crossfire with Karon, but Karon has to make sure that he's not the one that's first spotted. The Snakebite has to be good, but it's a wide swing out. But the flash actually gets everybody. Keeps Karon alive. He's going to be hit by the paint shells.
Good nade. Take it. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. It's fine.
By Gen.G. PRX.
We found out where their trap was.
Rotate, or do they stick to their guns? They've noted multiple people in Hookah, but they're still not aware.
3B, bro.
Could actually be here on the B site. Now re-clearing main. Only 30 seconds. If they were to TP away, they'd have to do it on a snap as they run into more members, and they're just looking to flood. The Dizzy goes down, the Trailblazer heads, but Munchkin's good for the spam. The pop flash, but Lakia just continues to spam on. Finals kickoffs as well. There's the Dizzy. He doesn't quite find it. It bounces right off the wall way too early, but now they know about the judge, so PRX not looking to deal with that today in Hookah. That'll force him back away. Already trying to take control of Showers. Senses the cam, destroys that, and this is where Gen.G will start to have to make some snap decisions. The camera no longer giving them free control of Showers. Munchkin fills it. Forsaken goes for a swing, and he actually wins the duel out. And that's the cue for PRX to start pushing in. A long-range kill onto Heaven on Meteor as well. Texture, he's caught right in the middle of the site. He has to make sure that he clears his angles, but he can't. Lamb's already taken over as well. And PRX, they swarm the site. High tide out to secure even more. Jing past it. Greeting for yet another kill. Wants to get close to that showstopper as soon as possible. Finds the angle. Notices it's Judge.
So tough. So tough. Although Lakia just bypassing something there. So some damage still could be done. He's only got a Bulldog. Fishing to see if he can get that gun upgrade maybe before the round is over.
I mean, they'll take anything right now because they need to scrap together everything possible to try to continue here. So many teleports coming in. Lakia's a little scared about this one. Not quite ready for it. Chooses to go for the double-triple, but only good for 1 kill. No gun upgrade. And it's a straight set execute from PRX in the works. Mosh will land in front of Showers, trying to push them away. They're going to wait until the poison cloud is about to diminish. There goes the Dizzy. It's going to be the blast back in over the truck. Uses a Cove for cover as well. And he lands safely into Lamps. The left side of the site taken over. Waiting to see if there's a peek out, but Meteor not going to fight the bait just yet. Just waiting for backup to arrive as Karon already goes down. Tags one, that gives Meteor the first kill. In showers, Lakia good to cover on lamps as well. Spike still not planted. It's going to be a rush to TP over. Munchkin's ready for it. They see the pings coming in from the neural theft. That's one. Can he get the second? He wants to buy time. Cannot get the kills, but dwindles the numbers down. 3v2 for Gen.G. PRX double swing out from Hookah. They will continue to charge forward. They don't want to miss a single beat. Something actually gets one kill. Now a 2v1 on the site. Meteor has to come in for backup. They need to get this crossfire right now for Gen.G. Lakia gets one. Dizzy noted, and something wants to isolate the angles, wants to group them together. He's going to go for the far wraparound. Despite planning for him an elbow, he'll wait to see if a push comes through. Gen.G not quite aware where he's exited. Neither of them checking elbow. He gets one, realizes he's not going to get the transfer. Thrash at the ready, sends it on a timing. Doesn't matter if he's, but he's going to wait. Jumps over it on the box, and Meteor heads up.
Nice little piece of work there. Opening trade, good for Meteor.
Oh, there's the showstopper. Can't get away from that, though. Meteor was trapped in back of sight. Now Gen.G still trying to hold on to the back side. They will have control of it for now. As PRX, they try to push through, but Texture and Munchkin are good with their shots. Something trades for one, but it's still a 3v2 advantage for Gen.G. Now Showers control and backside control for Gen.G. They're going to start to pressure onto the spike. The Molly already having gone down. PRX, they will have to fight for this round, and Mindfreak gets dinged. Something tries to go for the trade, but Karon gets one, and Texture gets the other. And Gen.G will start to try to
stabilizing a little bit. Is
another thrash, so could be something that they're working towards. They'll actually go towards the Seekers this time for a divide. Now 2 points away, and they plant Jing. Now Meteor changed up his cam position. Doesn't want to lose control of Showers too early. Finally gets taken out though. Realizes the lurk from Jing very deep. Ruins the plan for PRX as well.
Yeah, they're pinging Hookah, so they were either thinking about trying to go for some kind of hit, maybe similar to the previous round. Kind of set up some kind of crunch there. It didn't really get necessarily accounted for by Gen.G as nobody was in that position. So maybe just a reattempt at it. Texture close to that. But it is going to be different. A very different high tide. Try to give them the ability to take a little bit of space. Maybe set up some crossfires. Texture trying to go for the early spam on the back of that poison cloud coming through from Munchkin. Here we go.
They're all decayed, but they have to destroy the tripwire. That's the cue for Texture to fire off once again. So all these smokes on the side of Gen.G doing their job. Dizzy taken down, tries to clear the wingman. He actually gets it, goes for the blast back, stays alive. That means so much, but eventually he gets wrapped around. Now the orbital strike with the pop flash comes in, something able to stabilize the name before the cyber cage comes up. Lakia's here for backup. Now a 3v3, but weapons upgraded for PRX. Spike will go down. And PRX get another lease in this round 18. Something spots the side of Munchkin on that jiggle. Munchkin as well goes for the check, but it's the spray down from Jing and Mindfreak. And now the IGL of Gen.G all alone gets one, but can't get the second. Mindfreak with a know that they will not push out.
It's over
on this map as it's about to end.
It's over.
Of PRX. Seekers used.
GG!
Stuck in guarded, he will get surrounded, and Meteor's too far away. Lakia goes down, Meteor all alone.
Oh, it's too easy! Why is it so easy for us? All I have to do is say nothing? Gee, I can do that.
Maybe try to get a weapon upgrade, wants to go all the way for a rotate. Now
look at them, they're running him down.
Coming down, PRX, they really want to just end this map right here, right now. And by pushing out this far, they should be aware, even without a TP, that it's going to be a deep lurk around. Phantom picked up, but so much time spent. Forsaken,
wow, they did it.
He's ready for it.
They fucking did it.
Trade in case things go awry. Meteor would have to be a 180 flick of his lifetime to get this. He finds one, trying to spray down, but too much time. Forsaken swings out. And PRX answer